Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Nafisa Waheed Himmat Wali here again with another interesting topic to discuss. And today we are going to talk about understanding of basic finances. And we'll talk with perplexity and we'll learn how to manage our budgeting, basic budgeting, and how to have savings. So let's start. Perplexity, how are you?
I'm unable to identify speakers from voice. Is there something else I can help you with?
Can you hear me?
Sure, I can speak quickly and clearly to help you. What do you need assistance with?
Well, today I would like to discuss about basic budgeting and saving so we can understand our finances.
Budgeting is a great way to understand and manage your finances. It typically involves tracking your income and expenses to ensure you're living within your means. Setting a budget helps you allocate funds for necessity, savings, and discretionary spending. Do you have any specific goals or areas you'd like to focus on with your budget?
Yes, first of all, I would like to know what are the key components of a personal budget?
A personal budget typically includes a few key components. 1. Income. All sources of money you receive, like salary, freelance work, or investments. 2. Fixed expenses. Regular recurring costs such as rent, mortgage, utilities, and insurance. 3. Variable expenses. Costs that can fluctuate, like groceries, transportation, and entertainment. 4. Savings and debt repayment. Allocating money for future goals. Emergency funds or paying off debt. Balancing these components can help you manage your finances effectively.
And how can we track our monthly income and expenses?
To track your monthly income and expenses, you can 1. Use a budgeting app. Apps like Mint or YNAB can automatically categorize and track your spending. 2. Spreadsheet. Create a simple spreadsheet on Excel or Google Sheets to log and monitor your income and expenses. 3. Manual tracking. Keep a dedicated notebook to write down your daily spending. Whatever method you choose, the key is consistency in recording all transactions so you have a clear picture of your financial situation.
Can you describe a simple budgeting method like 50-30-20 rule?
Absolutely. The 50-30-20 rule is a straightforward budgeting method. 1. 50% needs. Allocate half of your income to essential expenses like housing, utilities, and groceries. 2. 30% wants. Spend 30% on discretionary items, such as dining out, entertainment, and hobbies. 3% savings and debt repayment. Use the remaining 20% for savings, investments, or paying off debt. This method helps maintain a balanced approach to your finances.
That's great. Nice idea. What is the difference between a need and a want when it comes to spending?
Need is an essential expense necessary for basic living and well-being, like housing, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. These are expenses you must cover to maintain a stable and healthy life. On the other hand, is a non-essential expense that enhances your lifestyle or provides comfort and enjoyment. Luxury. Wants are more about personal preference.
Okay. What are some effective strategies so we can reduce our spending?
To reduce your spending, consider these strategies. 1. Create a budget. Track your expenses, identify and cut unnecessary costs. 2. Shop smart. Look for sales, use coupons, and consider generic. Limit dining out. Cook at home more often to save money. Reduce utility bills. Turn off unplugged devices.
There's some internet issue, I guess. Let me check. So we were talking about budgeting and finance and savings, or uh, It's really interesting. So, we were talking about budgeting and finance. What is the difference between
Absolutely.
saving and investing?
Saving and investing are both ways to manage your money, but they have different purposes. Saving typically involves putting money aside in a safe, easily accessible account, like a savings account for short-term goals or emergencies. Investing, on the other hand, involves using your money to buy assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate, with the goal of growing your wealth over the long term. Investing usually comes with higher risks and potential rewards, while saving has lower risks and less potential for growth.
Okay, how do you set realistic saving goals?
Setting realistic saving goals involves the few key steps. First, determine your financial priorities, such as an emergency fund, a vacation, or a down payment for a home. Then, assess your income and expenses to figure out how much you can realistically save each month. Make sure to set specific, measurable, and time-bound goals so you can track your progress. Finally, adjust your goals as needed based on your financial situation and any changes in your priorities.
Okay, so what are some potential obstacles we can face while saving money and how to overcome
Some
them?
Some potential obstacles when saving money include unexpected expenses, overspending, lack of budgeting, and not having a clear savings goal. To overcome these, create a budget to track your income and expenses, set up an emergency fund to handle surprises, and prioritize your savings goals. Also, consider setting up automatic transfers to your savings account so you consistently save each month.
That's a great idea. I liked it. I would like to know when I receive a paycheck, what's one of the first thing I should do with my money?
One of the first things you should consider is building an emergency fund. This fund acts as a financial safety net to cover unexpected expenses like medical bills or car repairs. Aim to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. This way, you're prepared for any financial surprises that come your way.
Why it is important to have emergency fund and how much should be there in it?
An emergency fund is important because it provides financial security when unexpected expenses arise, such as medical emergencies, car repairs, or sudden job loss. It helps you avoid going into debt when these situations occur. Aim to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund to ensure you're well prepared for any financial challenges that may come your way.
Right. Well, one more thing I would like to ask about how to teach budgeting at a very young age, like 12-year-old child or a teenager. How can we tell them that if he has 500 rupees and he has to spend, then how to save money? What if he starts spending more than required? How to teach them?
To teach your child about saving money, start by explaining the importance of saving for future needs and goals. Encourage them to set a savings goal, like saving for a toy or a special treat. Help them create a simple budget by dividing their money into categories: spending, saving, and sharing. Encourage them to save a portion of any money they receive, and make saving a habit by setting aside a weekly or monthly amount. Also, be a role model by showing them how you save and manage your finances. This will help them understand the value of saving and financial responsibility.
One last question, and very important, is how to manage finances when you are married and husband and wife both have to run the house. So, how they should cooperate and how they should manage the finances.
Managing finances as a married couple involves open communication, budgeting together, and setting shared financial goals. Start by discussing your incomes, expenses, and financial priorities. Create a joint budget that accounts for both of your needs and goals, such as saving for the future, paying off debts, and covering household expenses. Regularly review your financial situation together to adjust your plan as needed. It's also important to have open, respectful discussions about your financial decisions and to support each other's financial goals.
Thank you so much, Perplexity, for a wonderful way of answering each and every question of mine and clearing my mind. I hope my audiences have enjoyed it too, and they must have learned a lot.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to ask. Have a great day.
So, dear audiences, we ask about budgeting, finance, saving, and also tips to improve budgeting of your own, in your family, and of your kids. So, I hope you will learn and you'll enjoy this episode. Thank you very much. We'll see you in another episode with another topic and another AI tool. Allah Hafiz.